Andy Borkowski, VGS, finishing off all of the side objectives here. This is for the last mission in the Knife of Dunwall, the Surge mission. You have to rescue 4 different assassins. Now, if you're going to complete this DLC without being seen by anyone, without hurting anyone, this can be extremely difficult. All right, we're at the first one here, the only one that's really inside the main complex where your target is. You have 3 people. The key here is to really take advantage of slow down time, or if you have it, stop time. In this playthrough, I didn't. But if you take this one advantage, what you have to do, of course, first is get rid of the one who is stagnant, not going to be moving, and is facing the assassin that you need to free. Then from this position, you can relatively easily use your bend time. Let's get a little closer here. And you can either walk up or just fire a few shots if you do have some extra, what are those called exactly? Those extra sleeping darts. They fall at the same time. They don't see each other. We'll get number 1. One of the key things here too, if you unfortunately untie them while there's still people here, they'll kill everyone, so it will mess up your playthrough. Alright, here's number 2. This is after the main entrance area where you can get a bone charm on the ledge, excuse me. This one is a little bit more difficult. You have 3 of them, all of them are facing here, but you do come from a position of elevation. That's always the key with this. If you can get elevated, you can manipulate the scene better. So this is how I chose to do it. Of course, there's different ways you can. I found a choke grenade. Just give me a second here, still surveying the area. There's 3 of them, as we see. 1, 2, 3. And these ones will always look at each other. Unfortunately, they do throw a grenade at the guy, so you got to get this done relatively quickly. Choke grenade there. Slow down time, and let's get rid of the one guy who's not being affected. And this one is a little more technical. But at this point, you're able to grab him, drop him, no one sees you, and then you will be able to scatter the remaining 2 enemies, which of course is what we're trying to do here. We're trying to make sure that you knock out all 3. Alright, let's get up here if I'm not clinically disabled. Oh, there we go. Now it's just making sure that when we do take out these last 2 enemies, that we do so without them seeing each other, which can be a little bit difficult, just really requires patience. A good usage of void gaze as well is also very, very important for this. Alright, so as we can see here, he finds the body here, alerts the other one to attention. Doesn't count against what you're trying to do about being found. They didn't see you, there was no little lightning bolts above the head. Doesn't matter. Okay, so let's start with number 1, right in the head. He's gone. He's still in a way where he can't see him. Boom, like that. No one's going to come in this area and find them. Let's free our assassin buddy. And that is number 2. Now from number 2, you can move very easily to number 3, which is always helpful. If you go on the left-hand side here, let's see, yeah, right up here. Let's go up here if I can understand how to use this, yeah. And you'll see right in front, there'll be 2 guys looking at this, one of your assassin pals. This one, I did it this way because it's just so much easier. There's different ways you can distract them, get rid of them, but I figured out this really is the best way to do it, as there's only 2 guys. Drop a stun mine, one notices, other one notices, boom, boom. As long as you make sure it's placed behind their field of vision, they won't notice that the other guy fell down, and of course there are 3 charges with each. You'll be, I think, a little risky if you try to make sure that you take out 3 people with the stun mine, so I normally just go for 2. There we have, that's the 3rd assassin. Let's go for the final one. This is right directly beside the room where you attack Overseer Hume. It's the area also where Dodd can either live or die in the game, so there is a little bit of that nostalgic value there. We've already cleared a lot of the Overseers here. To clear the other ones, it's just a matter of taking your time and waiting, playing smart, dropping those stun mines, and just using the angles. This one can be a little annoying. Here we go, and if we learned anything from the previous assassin, all you gotta do is drop a stun mine. Boom, boom. And there you have it. That's all you needed. You've now been able to rescue all 4 of the assassins without being seen or without killing everyone. Thank you for watching all of the guides for the Knife of Dunwall DLC for the game Dishonored.